Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of X Malice along Kageyuki Shiraishi's route. We have just rushed over to his house, possibly unwisely given how he treated us the last time we were over here, and, as we know but Ichika doesn't know, he's got some plans going on at the moment. So let's see what kind of devices we have been left up to. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. I managed to shake off my coat and tried to gather my breath.
You could have just taken your time, but you ran full speed, and now you look like you're dying. Don't you know how to go easy?
Never! I always give it my all. Even in times like this, Shiraishi's observational habits were the same. Shiraishi,
Oh, you wanted my opinion, yes? Your theory isn't wrong. This incident is limited to the 3 people that drove Uno to suicide. Considering that, someone related to Uno would have triggered this incident. Like this Takeuchi you mentioned.
I'm sorry, it's mine. It might be an emergency call. I look at my cell phone's display and... Sakuragawa?
If you had her do a field check, she might have forgotten to tell you something. You should answer it.
Yes, excuse me. Hello, this is Hoshino. Where are you right now? I'm at Shiraishi's home right now. I see. Well, right after I got back to the station, this person named Satomi Takeuchi turned herself in. What? Takeuchi did? Did they somehow find out that we had searched that place? Sounds like you know her then. She said she wanted to confess only to you. After that, she went completely silent. Investigations HQ isn't giving up, though. Takeuchi did? What's going on? You'll get an official call from HQ, but I wanted to let you know first. Thank you. She looked pretty desperate to me, and yet, for some reason, she insisted on talking only to you. This is your moment of truth, Hoshino. Good luck. Yes.
She turned herself in? What a killjoy.
Huh?
For 10 years, she must have been haunted by regret. While she was aware of people cornering Uno, beginning with Hachisuka and the others, all she did was try and maintain her position. Uno almost killed herself and her entire family when she killed her husband and committed suicide. She blamed herself for it. Why didn't she try to help? The teachers and students act like nothing happened. But it ate away at her. That's why she quit. But it's not just regret. I'm sure she wanted to escape from it all. To be free of Hachisuka's domain. From there... Well... Her regret gradually turns into hatred. She's in so much pain, but everyone else around is acting as if nothing happened. She hates them, enough to want to kill. The inhibitions loosen and she gets her revenge.
Wait, Shiraishi, are you saying Takeuchi is the perpetrator?
Her turning herself in is proof. Or what? Do you have a different theory? And what would be your reasoning for that?
I have no proof, but I'm not entirely convinced.
You should be happy. You played a role in her turning herself in.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Look at it from her perspective. When you visited her, her conscience became besieged by her guilt.
But
As a result, she turned herself in with a desire to make up for her crimes. You did well. It's a result of you chasing her down.
That was not my intention when I talked to Takeuchi. That's what I wanted to tell him. But I couldn't, because I couldn't deny that this was true.
Why don't you look happier? You led the way to solving the incident.
I'm not satisfied with the investigation ending like this.
Huh?
I'm sure there are people who don't care how an incident is solved, but that's not how I think. The case ending like this doesn't sit well with me. I want to talk directly to Takeuchi. Please, come with me, Shiraishi.
I'm not going. I have no interest in a solved crime. And unlike you, I happen to be busy.
It's not necessarily a solved crime. There could be more to this, which I suspect.
This is the end of our cooperative investigation. This is really goodbye.
Is that what you really think? You think I'm gonna let you go that easily?
Of course. I thought it'd be fun to match your speed, but it wasn't for me.
You went to Takeuchi's home to apologize with me, just to investigate at my pace?
Yes.
Oh, you don't look very convinced there. You acknowledged my methods and complimented me to Takeuchi because you were playing around? You didn't mean any of that?
Yup. I knew it wasn't really my way of doing things. There are also officers like her, who will do everything in their power to help others. Her actions may not be the wisest, but that's just the kind of person Officer Ichika Hoshino is.
You don't feel anything different after all that we've been through? You weren't changed even in the tiniest bit?
You ought to know by now that I'm not that kind of person.
I didn't want to think about it. Besides, if everything was just a lie, and you were just playing with me, then why do you look so sad?
Huh? You need your eyes checked. How do I look sad?
Enough with your little act. I see right through you.
Huh?
You're not as good an actor as you think you are, Shiraishi. He kept trying to spin and deflect, but I'd had enough of this little game. Oh, thank God. I grabbed Shiraishi's necktie and stared into his eyes. Yeah, maybe I don't exactly understand you as a person. Maybe it's exactly like you and all the others say, that you're just an incorrigible, hopeless cretin. But so what? I still believe in the Shiraishi that I've seen up until now. Even if that was all a lie to you, you can't just make me forget everything I've seen once I decided to believe it. Shiraishi, you already know that I'm stupid. That's been established. But then what exactly are you, huh? You always play games with others, and you never say what you really think. Take off your stupid facade for once, and show me the real you. Or are you just going to tell me that you're empty inside? You can call me an idiot for allowing myself to get worked up over this, but...
Shut up.
Nope. I guess I must have made an impact. Shiraishi was certainly angry. Keep pushing.
You're calling me empty? You sure like to shoot your mouth off. You don't know anything, and you're constantly running headfirst into walls. You're dragging me into your mess, too.
Dragging you?
Yeah, that's right. I'm having all these strange hesitations and impulses because of you. Before I dealt with you, I didn't have to think. I preferred that life. This isn't me.
I'm helping deprogram you. This is good.
Why am I even worrying about someone like you unnecessarily? It's insane that I can't control myself. I can't leave things like that. I have to choose my work wisely. I must discard unnecessary emotions. I thought everything would go back to normal once I distanced myself from you. So why? The more you believe in me, the less I'm about to maintain my true self. I hated that. It felt revolting. It hurts and it sucks.
This wasn't the first time I'd seen Shiraishi display so much emotion, but I got the feeling that this was the closest to honest he's ever been. I didn't know you could make that expression.
Huh? Oh, that's right. The people around me must have felt this way. Right now, the only thing I'm thinking of is how I can get you to shut up. I want to cover your endlessly flapping lips. I don't want to hear you speak anymore.
You want to cover them with your own lips?
So, shut up.
I saw a fire burning brightly deep within Shiraishi's eyes. I felt like it must be evidence that what I was seeing right now was Shiraishi without his facade, his true self. I'm sorry. I just feel happy right now.
Happy? Of all things?
I just blurted out a relaxed laugh without even thinking. I let go of his necktie and took a step back.
You are... Oh, I can't. I tried to reset things, but you undo it all.
What's so bad about that? I like you right now, Shiraishi.
Huh?
Huh? Oh. I meant I like you as a person.
Huh.
Don't go silent. Please, say something. The awkward silence made me desperate.
Shiraishi? You were so dominant and sure just a few moments ago, and you just collapsed like a house of cards.
Well, it was fun while it lasted. You didn't have to go and laugh at it quite so much.
Oh, I can't help it. You really are a free spirit. Being close to you brings out a side of me I didn't know I had. This is your fault too. I hate how nothing goes the way I calculated anymore, but it's also fun. It's fun. It really is. That's why I may be afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Everything will come to an end eventually, and I'm prepared for that at any moment. But right now, I'm afraid of it ending. I'm surprised at it myself. I was never like this before.
Shiraishi's worried? I'd always thought Shiraishi was a strong person that was never swayed by others' opinions. Hearing someone like that complain for the first time made me feel strange emotions. I won't let it end.
Huh?
Adonis, nobody has the right to interfere with our daily lives. Mochida, Saiki, Sakuragawa, Mukai, they were our comrades in arms. The old lady that was always reporting things to us, Takeuchi, the siblings in the park. There were many faces I thought of who were living this hell that were quarantined in Shinjuku. Strangely, I never once regretted becoming a police officer. Right now, I'm not the one being protected. I'm the protector. My powers may be insignificant, but they're better than nothing. Shiraishi, let's make a deal.
A deal?
I don't really know what's bothering you so much, and it's something I probably can't solve. But if... It's like when you said you didn't care about the world, or that fighting the end is futile. If you're caught in that line of thinking, I'll drag you out of it. If you feel afraid that it will all end, then let's stand up to that fear together. That's why... Please, help me solve these incidents and put a stop to X Day. Will you discard your ambivalent attitude toward the world and fight with me to protect this city?
I
need you! Shiraishi opened his eyes wide and stared at me.
Me? You need me?
After being separated from you, I realized it. I don't want to be apart from you.
Oh, I thought I understood everything about you. Seems like I don't have enough data. There are a ton of things I don't understand. To solve this mystery, it seems that I'm going to have to observe you some more.
Then...
You said it was a deal. What was the benefit for me?
When you're afraid, I'll be at your side.
What the hell?
What, not enough for you? No matter what happens, I'll be by your side. When you need it, I'll support and help you. That's all I can offer you right now. Even so, I'm still asking for your help.
So, you're the bargaining chip. You have no special abilities, no experience, no knowledge. Are you serious? But, to me, it's probably the best reward you can offer. I just told you, I must observe you more. So I have no choice but to accept your deal.
Shiraishi! My words actually got through to him this time. I knew that my feelings touched him.
I'm even interested in why Takeuchi turned herself in. Come on, we're going to the station, right?
Shiraishi averted his eyes from me and grabs his coat. Yes. When I saw him from the side, he seemed so happy. I knew that wasn't my imagination. He's never honest with himself. But I enjoy this exchange. That's why I don't want to lose it. That's what I truly thought. Shiraishi and I headed to the audio room. I saw Mochida and an unfamiliar man standing there. He's familiar to me! Mochida!
Hoshino, what are you doing here?
Don't you know? Takeuchi only wants to confess to me. I heard Takeuchi turn herself in. I also heard that she was asking for me.
Yeah, I was just talking to Chief Morioka about it.
Yeah, Chief Morioka. 2 years younger than me.
I'm Hajime Morioka, Division 1 Chief. My subordinate is currently interrogating Satomi Takeuchi, but she's not talking. Mochida tells me you're acquainted with Takeuchi. Normally, this isn't SRCPO business, but in this case, though she's turned herself in, we can't just arrest someone who maintains their silence. Can we ask you to talk to her?
Yes, please allow me to talk to her. That's why I'm here. What? Morioka quietly looked at me, and he eventually nodded. What about Shiraishi? Is he still here with me, or what?
I wasn't sure entrusting a rookie with this was a good idea, but Mochida said you'd be alright.
Huh? Mochida?
I already taught you what matters most in the end. I believe in you.
Aw, you vouched for me. Thank you very much. Shiraishi also is acquainted with Takeuchi. If I get her permission, I'd like to have him participate as well.
I don't know about that.
It's too dangerous to let her see Shiraishi when she's in a mentally unstable state. Well, I'm sorry, Hoshino, but I can't allow that. That's probably what you're thinking, isn't it, Morioka?
Even when speaking to the section chief, Shiraishi spoke in the exact same manner. This entire situation had me on edge.
I've seen Yanagi cover you on countless occasions.
It's natural to want to eliminate risk. However, I want to help Miss Takeuchi. I promise I will not add fuel to the fire. So, would you please give me permission to participate?
Tough call. Morioka seemed like he's shocked, because Shiraishi bowed to him.
I didn't think you'd go that far.
Knowing my reputation, I thought that words alone wouldn't have the impact I needed.
If things start to get hairy, I'm going to jump in. Do you understand?
Yes, thank you.
Shiraishi stands up again and looks at me.
I'm only attending as your advisor. If Takeuchi refuses to have me there, I'll leave. No fuss. Mochida said it too, but you'll do fine. Even without me, you can do it.
I nod in agreement to that, and we went to stand in front of the room Takeuchi was in. Excuse me. I enter the audio room and see Takeuchi lift her head. You're here, Hoshino? Yes. Shiraishi wanted to listen in, so I had him come with me. If it's alright with you, can he stay? I don't mind. It was his words that made me realize that I cannot run away anymore. Thank you. I turn around and nod to Shiraishi.
Excuse me.
Shiraishi enters the audio room and leans against the wall. It seemed like he was trying to stay out of Takeuchi's sight to avoid stressing her. I sat down in front of Takeuchi. Her cheeks seemed sunken, and she had dark circles under her eyes. From the way she looked, Takeuchi must have really agonized over this before turning herself in. I'll cut to the chase. Will you please tell me why you decided to turn yourself in? Yes, it started 10 years ago. It goes all the way back to the suicide of my coworker, Yurine Uno. We were the same age, and we used to talk to each other about many things. I felt something was out of place when the rumors of Hachisuka started. She seemed to be worried about something, so I asked her what was wrong. She just said she was tired of caring for her children. With each passing day, she became thinner and thinner, and she started talking to herself, saying things like she didn't deserve to live. One day, when I was checking on her, I heard Tsunemori berating her during a counseling session.
It's your fault Hachisuka was embarrassed. He says he wants to die every day. He might even commit suicide today. If he kills himself, it's all your fault. You're the one that pushed him to suicide. You're a devil who kills your own students. You don't deserve to live. You should just die. Die, and apologize for everything you did.
I saw her shaking, and it made me think that Tsunemori was the cause of all this, but that wasn't the case. After the counseling session, she met up with Hachisuka. And what do you think they talked about?
You should have seen her face. I kept pressing her just like you told me, and she started bawling. She can't take much more of this. She got off easy for She can't take much more of this. She got off easy for embarrassing me. After all that attention I gave her, that annoying bitch decided not to put out. She's a grown woman, and she was begging me, please stop. It was so pathetic. Still, you need to finish things off. Corner her more. You're good at insulting, right? She needs to die. It'd be funny if she committed suicide.
It was obvious they were conspiring to completely destroy her mentally. I quickly reprimanded the two. Tsunemori said she was discussing my troubles, and Hachisuka said, you must have misheard. They were stonewalling me. I spoke with the chairman, but apparently Hachisuka's mother donated money to the school, so he felt that his hands were tied. I was told that if word got out about this, I would be forced to resign. As if to add insult to injury, Misako Yoshitani, a student of mine, had her mother file a complaint to the school. She blamed Yurine, not as a counselor, but as a mother. Not only does she bully certain students, she also abuses her own children. Child Protective Services should be contacted. A child can't choose their parents. I pity her children. She's a failure as a mother. Complaints like that were filed numerous times. That would mean Yoshitani lied and convinced her mother to go along with it. Yes, but the school didn't want to anger Hachisuka, who was pulling the strings, so nobody sided with Yurine. I was the same. I was afraid of losing my job, so I ran away. Yurine was backed into a corner, and she plotted to commit suicide and take the whole family with her to erase her own existence. If I had stuck up for her, I might have been able to save her. The memories of the event must have hit her pretty hard, because Takeuchi's crying now. In the end, I chose to protect myself over my friend. I let her die. Takeuchi. I've never been able to forget what happened to her those past 10 years. I was going insane from the guilt. And, as someone who said they were with Adonis, said that to purify this hatred, I needed to cut it off at the source. Is that the reason? Yes. Don't you think it's unfair? I've been in agony for a decade, and Hachisuka and the others simply forgot about Yurine. Death can only be atoned for with death. Everything was all laid out by Adonis. They managed to taunt Tsunemori, who had acted as Hachisuka's muscle in the past. Tsunemori always had murderous urges, so he killed Hachisuka, and then ended his own life. They also helped with the cleanup of Yoshitani. I thought I managed to fulfill my revenge, but... Then you visited me. I couldn't bear the weight of the crimes that I committed. After you had them murdered, did it make you feel better about it? Takeuchi started to say something, but instead quickly closed her mouth and nodded. Yes, I can't turn back now. That was all I could have done. She said that she has thought everything through, but I wondered if that was really true.
Did you commit your act of revenge simply for your own sake?
As if he picked up on my doubts, Shiraishi spoke up from the back wall.
Conspiring to murder will make you a criminal. You drag your family into the fray.
I was prepared for that.
Really?
Takeuchi looked down after the quick follow-up. I thought about stopping them, but... Shiraishi just observed Takeuchi's reaction. He wasn't pressing her to answer, he was just patiently waiting for her response. At least, that's what it seemed like to me. He has a plan.
Let me change the question. Tsunemori committed suicide, but how did you urge him to do so while he was in jail?
That happened with the help of someone who was working with Adonis.
Earlier you mentioned the cleanup of Yoshitani. What did you mean by that? You broke into her room and murdered her?
Yes, that's right. And then Adonis cleaned up afterwards. Aha! We've caught you in that lie now. Huh? When Sakuragawa checked Yoshitani's room, she said there was no luminol reaction. Maybe she was strangled. Or poisoned. There are ways to kill people without blood. Even if Adonis did a thorough cleanup, it's odd that there would have been absolutely no traces. Nothing in the apartment seemed to have been moved. Yoshitani was worried that she would be murdered, so it was unlikely that she didn't struggle. Why did Takeuchi lie? Unlike when she was talking about Uno, she's stumbling and hesitating while she's talking. If there is a reason for her to lie about all this.
Takeuchi, can you show me clear proof that you were involved with this incident?
What better proof is there besides my confession? I did it all.
There's someone that hates these killers more than you, isn't there?
No, there isn't. I did this all myself.
The children. Are you absolutely certain there isn't anyone else that wants vengeance on them? There could have been other students or teachers that worried about Uno like you, Takeuchi. What about Uno's children? Ding ding ding. Maybe they still harbor some hatred.
Those two have nothing to do with this.
Huh?
Hoshino, I want to pay for my crimes, so please arrest me.
I hesitated to agree to her pleas. No, the true purpose of Takeuchi turning herself in is...
Would it make you feel better to have her arrest you?
Shiraishi voiced his doubt, like a child blurting out the first thing that popped into their head. But then...
It probably wouldn't make you feel any better. Actually, it'd probably cause you much more pain.
He winces in pain, as if he were talking about himself.
I have no idea why you would go to such lengths for someone else's children. But I can tell that you care deeply for Uno's children. So, would hiding the truth really be good for them? You asked for her because deep down, you didn't think so.
Shiraishi continued as if he was speaking for Takeuchi. Those sincere but trenchant words finally reached her.
Yes, I really thought long and hard about it. I couldn't bring myself to face Yurine, but it pains me to think that her own children misunderstand her. That's why, when they turned 18, I contacted them and told them everything. Immediately after, the September killing happened. When I asked them, they said they deserved it. It's my fault. If I'd have known it would end up like this, I wouldn't have told them.
So she's taking blame for the indirect killing. She covered her face as tears streamed down through her hands.
Please, please save them.
Takeuchi.
You stay here. Stay by her side as long as she needs. I'll do the rest.
No, I don't want to split up. Where are you going anyway? No, I'll go too. She doesn't need me by her.
You don't need to come with me. As SRCPO, you'll just get in the way.
What exactly are you going to do? You're not an action man either.
The truth of this incident will hurt you. I just found the true culprit. There's no need for you to push any further.
I don't care if I get hurt. I want to finish this. I don't care if I get hurt. I want to see the truth with my own eyes. Besides, I wouldn't be so irresponsible as to let you go by yourself. You can't push me away. I'll follow you no matter what. Ha, you can't stop me.
Seems like my worrying about you getting cold feet was all for nothing.
I'm the one that asked you to fight alongside me. I won't turn back now. Takeuchi. I stood up from my seat and walked over to her side as she wept. I will do what I can to make this right. So please, can you stay right here?
Yes, please.
I left the room while putting on my coat, and Mochida came running over. Did you hear all that?
Morioka took his investigators and headed to Uno's kid's place.
Oh, crap. They got a head start on us. Shiraishi, we have to hurry up and go after them before it's too late.
Calm down. Those kids won't get caught that easily. And there's still one more thing that both of them have to do.
What's that? I thought their revenge was complete. What else do they have to do? Kill Miss Takeuchi?
We don't have any time to waste. I'll tell you on the way over.
Alright, Mochida.
It's fine. Go as SRCPO and show them that we're police too.
Yes. I shall bring honor to our department.
First, let's track down the missing woman from October.
After leaving the station, we head to the east exit of the Shinjuku train station. Shiraishi, do you know where Yoshitani was taken?
Yes, I didn't tell you, but I'd already known of Uno's children being involved with this whole incident.
Shiraishi then produced a single photo from his coat.
When I saw this photo, I was surprised too. But you've actually already met them.
I looked down at the photo he handed me. These kids! Yeah, it was pretty obvious.
The boy is Shion Uno. The girl is Suzune Uno. I followed the information from 10 years ago and profiled these twin siblings. Even if they wanted to die after they'd known what happened, they want to tie up any loose ends. Their loose end is revenge for their parents. Now that it's done, they've been released. And now they want to join their parents.
That means they want to die?
They've been passed from relative to relative, and being kids of a woman who killed her husband must have been a pretty harsh life. They should have ended their lives in October, once their revenge was complete, but they didn't. Why? The most likely cause of that is because they found a new source of regret. Their mother's friend never forgot about the incident 10 years ago. Takeuchi must have had some impact on them. Because she knew the truth, she treated those kids not as children of a murderer, but as Shion and Suzune. But that's why Takeuchi realized right away who'd caused the September incident. But they didn't want to hide their crimes, and simply said the killing was deserved. They could have feigned ignorance, but they didn't. Why? How do you see the situation?
If they had said it was deserved, then they think it's a justified act, and that they have no remorse over it. To be honest, it's probably because they didn't want to lie to Takeuchi. Takeuchi tried to turn herself in and take the blame for the twins' crime. That's what I thought when I saw her. I think Takeuchi treated Uno's children like they were hers. Of course, some feelings of guilt toward what happened with Uno played a role, but that wouldn't be everything. If Takeuchi felt parental love toward the two of them, that love wouldn't be one-sided. Both of them probably thought of Takeuchi as a mother and couldn't lie to her. Although that's just an assumption. But that's what I think.
Things that can't be quantified are the most troublesome to me. That's why I want to know. Whatever the facts are, they were almost murdered by their own mother, but they survived. Or rather, they survived by accident. The fact remains that their own mother tried to murder them, and that must make them feel quite sad.
Yes. When I met those two at the park, they were behaving like normal kids. I had no idea that they were involved with this. But thinking back on it, both of them had sad eyes. I didn't think that girl seemed normal. She was weird. But, shy. But she had that kind of freaky, reaction to my argument with my brother. Shiraishi made his way down to a deserted street as I followed. And while looking up at a wooden apartment building, Shiraishi stopped.
In one of the empty rooms of this complex, Uno stabbed herself in the throat. If it was just to kill Yoshitani, they could have done so at their own apartment. But instead, they didn't just want to kill Yoshitani. They wanted revenge.
When I realized the meaning of those words, my heartbeat quickened. Could it be... Shiraishi quietly entered the premises. No matter how harsh the reality is, I must accept it. I renewed my resolve and followed Shiraishi. The property had broken furniture and garbage lying all about the place. This place didn't seem like it was inhabited. When I climbed up the stairs, I smelled an odor. We got closer to the corner apartment on the second floor, and the stench grew stronger. Shiraishi peered through the window near the door.
Found her. Well, it's probably her.
Shiraishi stepped away and took out his phone. While he reported the discovery of a dead body, I cautiously peeked inside. There, I saw a mound of flesh that used to be a human lying on its back. I sure hope they have somebody watching Takeuchi. Before too long, an investigator and coroner arrived to do a field check of the scene of the crime. The coroner finished his examination. Huh? The deceased has been dead for at least 2 months. We contacted her doctor, and they were able to get her dentist to check her dental records. ID confirmed. The victim is Misako Yoshitani. Sakuragawa simply said that and turned away, possibly out of consideration for me, knowing it was my first time seeing a corpse. Please, wait, Sakuragawa. I stopped her because I wanted to get a look at... I had to choose between the crime scene or there might be something else there. And we're going to save that for the next episode because it's time to break here. I'm so glad Ichika got aggressive there and didn't just let Shiraishi get away with any crap that he was trying to pull away from me. I was so afraid we were going to end up through, like, so much more time without him. Please don't let that happen again. But yeah, we're still in chapter 4 and, we have to get to chapter 6, so we still got quite a bit to go. And like I said, I'm pretty sure Miss Takeuchi is going to be a target here for those twins, especially if they think of her as their mother. So this has probably occurred to Shiraishi as well. Alright, well anyway, hope to see you in the next video or some of my other ones. And I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.